Yes, we are absolutely thrilled to be connecting with this incredible human being. Amerae Vercueil is a celebrated cookbook author. She's a chef. She is a wellness coach, and I love that combination. She is going to be taking the stage, center stage, hopefully at the Good Life show this coming weekend. Known for her beautiful, nourishing food and her empowering philosophy behind it. Food that loves you back. I love that. She's here to give us a little taste, excuse the pun, of what to expect at the show. I can feel you getting prouder and prouder with each moment, but congratulations. I would imagine in your world to have a platform like this must be quite a big moment for you. What is this moment for you? What does the Good Life show represent?
I thought about that on my way here, and I really, it came back to a WhatsApp message I had with a friend last week, and we were chatting for about 5 to 10 minutes, just dissecting the texture and taste of yogurt.
Oh, wow.
And I told him I really live for these chats because we just spent about an hour dissecting a food and we really connected around yogurt. And the Good Life show is sort of a template for people to connect over something that everyone enjoys and are passionate about.
And are emotionally invested in. I always
Absolutely.
joke about, and we were even chatting about that a moment ago, about how I'll introduce myself to a place through the street food, because then you get to meet the person who's for 3-4 generations has been representing that culture and that place.
Absolutely.
But we often don't go a layer below that. And the health and where food fits into our ecosystem, we often underserve that for the commercials.
Absolutely.
Not the Good Life show. This is an opportunity to have those hour-long discussions about yogurt. So what will you be doing and how does this reinforce your ethos?
My ethos around food has been sort of a healing journey.
I like that framing.
Yes, so my journey began at 13 when I moved to Cape Town as a full-time model. And that was quite an interesting journey because as a young model growing some curves and getting a full butt at some point, you have to sort of manage your weight continually. And so from there, I had a very struggled relationship with food. And for years and years and years, I tried to fit into that perfect model
And the food wasn't loving you back.
Food was not loving me back. So around 2023, I started going back to the kitchen and said goodbye to my modeling career and said, well, now I want to start the journey and try and figure out how food does love me back. And a lot of that started with color, with vegetables. And as we spoke earlier, also different types of proteins and how that helps you in your healing journey.
And everybody is different, which requires a more nuanced chat. You've got to find out what those buttons are that you need to push in your own system. And maybe that informs your journey of how you've had to almost become a coach and nutritionalist and chef to be able to get this done. How do you find that balance and how does it play out? What do you think of yourself as?
Yes, once I started the journey with food and trying to figure out what is my healing journey and how I'm going to go about it, I think you also start talking to people, and I wrote the recipe book called Food That Loves You Back, and that really opened a massive window and lots of talking points with different people that also struggle with their healing journey. And especially lots of people, but women especially, are in deep and dark places because they don't understand how food can love them back. And they feel stuck around the different types of choices and all the opinions around there. So really with the nutritional coaching and with exercise, I want to help people that are in those dark places around food and confusion to find their way out of that.
I'm married to an amazing dancer, and food has not loved her back throughout most of her journey, which is a similar journey to that of a model, or those that where there is a massive societal or professional pressure to fit into a particular physical box. So I can understand immediately how many people would be struggling with that notion. You have an opportunity now to do this on another level, exponentially bigger level. How does this happen at the Good Food Show, or the Good Life Show? I'm assuming lots of good food.
Yes, absolutely. So the Good Life show is starting on Friday from the 29th to the 1st of June, and there'll be different types of exhibitors with their own products, and it's obviously based around small entrepreneurs and also bigger ones, but they are really focused on healthy food, plant-based food. So it's really just a space for people to come together and celebrate food.
I love it. And the health, the medicine that is there and it's ready for us to be able to plug into, but also a culture around food, which I think is so important to propagate. What mindset would you recommend people come to this? Because you've spoken about meat, you've spoken about plant only, you've spoken about organic. It feels like everyone is welcome here. We're not closing any doors. We are certainly removing judgment from the equation. But what mindset should I have when coming to the Good Life show?
Well, of course, there'll be quite a lot of chefs there, so we'll be doing quite a few food demos. So we really want people to come and learn over their passion around food. But especially for me, my intention going with this and coming from the healing side of it is really to focus on celebrating food. Because a lot of people going there are going with their struggles.
Very guarded, yeah.
Yes, with how food is a struggle space for them where they want to be with their body or their mindset, but then also they love food and they want to celebrate food. So I want to take this weekend to really get into that and celebrate food for how joyous it can be.
Oh, it
and
really
not only the negative side of it.
And it's the ultimate hack. It's the life hack that's sitting right in front of us. Bless you for being you and for doing what you're doing. And we're not going to let her go anywhere. She is going to be back in the kitchen in just a moment. But if you want to plug into this, if you want to experience the Good Life show for yourself, and I suggest you do, grab your tickets now at quicket.co.za. Don't miss out on this amazing celebration, as we have heard, of food and wellness.